Hi, I'm Mark Bays with Oklahoma Forestry Services, and on previous segments of Oklahoma Gardening, you've seen a lot of the traditional forestry activities that we have in our state. A lot of that is out in the eastern part and the southeastern part of the state. And we've seen that you get a lot of different products from those wonderful trees that we grow. Well, we're doing something a little bit different this time, is we're looking at what products that you can get out of trees that might be growing in the urban area. I mean, so often, we think about trees, beautiful trees in our yards, in our homes, in our cities, in our parks, and we get the value of that and the benefits of those when they're alive. Well, there's now this whole paradigm shift that we're thinking about is, let's think about using those trees after they have to come out for whatever reason for products. Besides all the products, just think about what is not happening. We're not having to haul all this tree off to the landfill, and that's certainly a waste of space. Think about sustainability. If we can make products out of trees that are growing in our yards and in our parks right here in Oklahoma, how great is that? So we're out here just outside of Oklahoma City with a local mill that is interested in using some of those trees that traditionally might have gone off to the landfill. Oklahoma Forestry Services has recently conducted a survey of the mills all across the state, and you could go to our website and find out mills in your area that might be interested in getting some of those trees that have to be removed off of your property. So we're out here in northwest Oklahoma City at 360 Timber Productions with the proprietor out here, Vaden D. And Vaden's nice enough to cooperate with the Oklahoma City Parks Department to really push this idea forward that there are some milling operations out there that are interested in taking some of this urban wood. So Vaden, we really appreciate you.
You're welcome, Mark.
Being
Glad to
out
be here.
There are some ideas that, the mills are only interested in particular kind of wood. But what kind of wood would you find that's acceptable and that you might be interested in getting?
In the urban strategy, it doesn't really matter what type of wood, and you are correct. Some mills prefer to deal with just strictly certain woods. I'm looking for anything, something that has a meaning, a story, something we can keep out of the landfill. It can be anything.
Well, Vaden, I really want to thank you again for your innovation and your willingness to kind of share your craft with everybody, and your willingness to actually help, use something out of a product, trees in urban areas that we tend to not use much out of, particularly when they get cut. So what we're really excited about now is, now that Vaden has milled all this, we're going to go to a secondary producer that is going to really make something interesting out of this wood. So here we are. The wood's been cut, it's been milled. Now we're at the place with Justin Pruitt, and he is the person that's going to turn that raw wood into something really fabulous. So we want to thank him for allowing us into his shop today to kind of showcase the next step in this process. So it's been a year. We had to wait until the wood got a certain percentage of wood. So can you say a little bit about that?
If it has a high moisture content, the wood is going to warp, and it won't stay flat, and your table won't be a good quality table.
So what's the moisture content that we're looking at for here?
This one right now is at 4%, so you want to try to get as low as you can for the environment that you live in.
Okay. So can you tell people now, after you get a piece of wood, what are the steps that you go through to make something out of it?
What I do is I find the best quality, try to take out the parts that are bad, and then what I'll do is I'll level it and glue it up with a good quality wood glue.
And so now you start a sanding process and a milling. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. So I took one of the live edges off, two of the slabs, and then so now I'm going to find my best placement to put in dowel joinery to do in between to make it stronger, to help the wood glue a stronger bond. And then I'm going to take a router and plane across the whole surface to make it a one level surface. And then do the sanders from there.
Sanders, and then on top of that, there'll probably be some kind of a sheen or a finishing product.
Yes, there'll be a oil, like tongue oil, to bring out the beauty in the wood, nothing to really cover it up. And so,
I mean, this is walnut. It's already pretty wood,
Yes,
you
it
know.
is.
So, but you're just going to help it kind of shine a little bit.
yes,
Now, the legs here kind of. I mean, this is a heavy piece of wood.
Yes.
So, what kind of legs are you using on this?
I'm using 2x3 by 1/8 inch steel, and I welded them up to a square, and then I made a support structure for the tabletop, and then a stretcher to support the legs.
Now, are you going to assemble all this and then bring it to its final destination, or are you going to put it together when they finally figure out where it's going to go?
I'm going to pre-assemble, and then it's how I made it is where I could disassemble it and then reassemble it where it goes to make it easier for transportation.
How long have you been doing this kind of stuff?
I've been doing it for about 8 years.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. What got you into this kind of work?
I first started building ramps for my oldest son for his monster trucks, RC monster trucks, and so.
So if you can build a monster truck ramp, you can certainly build a
Yes,
table.
exactly.
All right. Well, Justin, thank you so much for inviting us here today. I am really excited to see this. I mean, it's already beautiful now, but I can't wait to see the final product. So thank you so much for
You're
allowing
welcome.
us into your wood shop.
Thank you very much.
You bet.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.